It's Friday, and that, of course, means it's time for another rewind, Weather Rewind, where we take a look at some of the best weather video from this past week, but we give a little bit of a twist with it. This week, we're talking about the stubborn low clouds and the fog that often slowed up those morning travels. So with that said, let's rewind. Stalled moisture off of the mid-Atlantic coast made for several days of damp and dreary conditions earlier this week. Low clouds, stubborn fog, drizzle, and light showers hung around all the way until Wednesday morning. Fall is around the time central PA can get stuck in these ruts. You may recall earlier in the month when moisture from Ian stalled and helped bring a similar dreary stretch. So let's talk about why this happens and get a look. Now, there are many different ways to get fog, but in these particular cases, inversion fog, at least what we call inversion fog, was the culprit. What happens here is that moisture settles in from a system that's either near or off the Atlantic coast, usually weak and slow moving, even stalled. Light winds, normally with an easterly component, also help to continually draw in more Atlantic moisture. The combination often brings more low clouds and drizzle. This helps to keep the lowest part of the atmosphere cooler and denser than the milder and less dense air that ultimately is above it. And this forms what we call an inversion layer, where temperatures actually increase with height. And this can often turn into a feedback cycle where the low clouds the light precipitation keeps the cool, dense air in place. And then it's just hard to break this here. The lowering sun angle, too, in the late fall often struggles to clear out the moisture. Think about in the summer where the fog can burn off quickly. We just can't get that. Often what's needed to finally break these stagnant setups is a strong storm system from out west, like what we saw this past Wednesday. Depending on how long this takes, well, you could be waiting several days for some sunshine. Stay tuned every Friday for the whys behind the weather wonders that grab our attention each week. Maybe not necessarily a weather wonder, an environmental wonder, but made for a beautiful picture here. And this one that Joe sent in from the Marietta area, I don't know if you remember it, but this one is my pick of the week here. I mean, you all brought your best game as far as the pictures go this week. Between fall, another bunny picture, a lot of beautiful sunsets. You didn't make my job easy, but this one, I mean, you've got those beautiful fall colors, the reflection of those trees here along the Susquehanna River. This was great. It was a close call between this one and the one that looked similar out of Airville in York County, if you remember that one too. Keep sending in those pictures. We still have great fall color days ahead.